Okay, folks, welcome back. Right now, you're looking through the Nikon Z6 II. Beautiful picture, but you can see a little banding, or I see it on the my screen. I don't know if it's because of this screen I'm viewing, or if it's actually on the TV. But anyway, long story short, I'll go right back here. There I am. So, part two is I recorded the Nikon Z6 II, alright, internally. So you saw the first compressed file through the HDMI port, which I thought the quality was pretty bad. Right now, I got two videos. One where it's different clips, all right, but I play the game again. But I'm going to show you when it's not compressed and when it is compressed. And then you tell me which is better. I still think recording internally and then compressing it afterward, the picture quality stays better. If I do it on the fly through eCam with the HDMI, the picture quality is worse. So it's something with the algorithm or something in the software where it may be too much for the computer to do both at the same time. So anyway, let's go back to here and I will show you the not compressed, it's a movie file, all right? But I'm going to show it to you in QuickTime. Play the video. Okay, as you see, and I'll close this video right here. I'll minimize it. Now I'm going to do the compressed file, and I'll open that with QuickTime Player also. Now, what I'm seeing, I don't see that much of a difference so far. I do see a difference. Okay, so the compressed file looks worse than through the HDMI. That's what the Nikon Z6 II. What I've also found out that I did the MOV file instead of MP4. So it looks much worse with it compressed. It has more noise. So I'll end this right here. So I just answered my question. I'll just go ahead and close it. I'll go back here. So I just answered my question. The compressed file, I guess it's the Nikon. I'm going to have to do it again with an MP4. But what I'm realizing is I do like the colors of the Nikon, but for some reason, when I compress the file, and I can show you right here on the camera. So if I go here, the compressed file, it's the same size as the, well, it's smaller, okay? So if I get the info, put it over here. This is compressed, 309.4 megabytes. And if I go to this file right here, the movie file, it was 3.1 gigabytes. So that's quite a difference. It did compress it quite a bit. So this is just a little bit longer, but still, look at the gigabytes compared to megabytes. This is what you want, but you don't want any quality loss. And it looks like my A7C does a much better job than the Nikon does. So I'm going to pause this file. I'm going to redo it by converting it to MP4 to see if the quality is much better. I'll be right back. Okay, so I redid this file, and if you notice, the original file, MAPIC 4, is a 4 gigabyte file, 4.08. When I compress it, it's 453 megabytes. So if I play the file, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the compressed file first, and then we'll look at the video quality. So I see a lot of banding and a lot of noise. I think the A7C did much better. I put this in 8-bit to try to match it, but it's not as sharp. So I'm going to end it right here. And I'm going to make it smaller. So like that. And then I'm going to play this one, which is not compressed at all. So if I move this back to 59 seconds, or right around there, try to match it as so on the right hand side, and I'll just do both sounds. Okay, this is the compressed file, this is not. So I can see a difference where it looks pretty good right now, but recording internally and HDMI through the Nikon look about the same. With the A7C, it looks much better if I record it internally and then compress the file. So somehow the Sony video retains better picture quality. And as you can see, this one on the left looks much better than the one on the right. So there's more noise right here. And I can see some noise on this one. And it might be the lens. You know, I might be closer to, you know, I think the lens on a Nikon is sharper than the one with the A7C. But I like the video quality better, even if it's 8-bit on the A7C compared to the, well, I had 10-bit on the Z6 II, but then I put it down to 8-bit, trying to match the quality. And the 10-bit looked much better than this. So, anyhow, I'll end this right here. Close that. Close these. And that's enough comparison as it is. I'll go back here. Somewhere. I got a camera somewhere. Okay. So, I hope this is helpful. I've learned that when you do compress a file, it does look a little bit off, but not that much. And it's still a learning process, but it answers some questions. I am trying different cameras to record to see how well it does. When you do it through the HDMI port, it overrides the 30-minute time limit. So the only thing you have to worry about is if it overheats. And if Nikon cameras overheat, they turn off. If A7C never overheats. It's a champ. I love that camera. It's smaller than all the other ones. I like the Z6 II because of the CF Express card. I mean, it transfers files beautifully. The HDMI port works pretty good, but it might be the lens that I'm using. If I use a softer lens, let's say a 35mm or even a 50mm, picture quality might be better. But anyhow, this video explains, well, it answers the question for me. The A7C is doing much better than the Nikon Z6 at the 85mm. But I'll end this video here. The next test I'm going to compare it to is with the Canon R7. See if Canon can match the recording internally and then compression, because I can have it compressed already on the R7 without much picture quality loss, and then it's not even compressed on the Nikon. So I think the Canon R7 versus the A7C, APS-C and full frame, we see how that does. I noticed that when I put it in manual mode or even aperture priority on the Z6 II, I don't get a crop. So that could be something else. It's where if it's in manual mode or one of those modes, it's just not doing correctly. But with video files, it usually goes to a certain format for Nikon, and you're stuck with it. So if you like this content, please give me a like, subscribe. I hope this was helpful for you. Hit that notification bell for any more upcoming videos. Reaching almost to 430 videos. I think this will be like 427, 428. Something like that. So, any questions, just write in the comments below. And as always, stay safe, keep smiling. Until next time, goodbye.